Welcome to Season 8 of the Finding Peace podcast. This season is focused on practical, trauma-informed tools you can use in everyday life. When emotions run high, relationships feel heavy, or your nervous system needs support. Short episodes designed to help you find more peace, joy, and connection, one moment at a time. Please welcome the host of the Finding Peace podcast, best-selling author, psychotherapist, and speaker, Troy L. Love.
I'm sitting in my office with a client. He's a successful businessman, respected, the kind of guy who has everything together. At least it looks like that on the outside. He's looking at me, but not really looking at me. He's not really there. I mean, physically, he's still on the couch, but his eyes, they weren't with me anymore. They were locked onto something that I couldn't see. His breathing had changed, his shoulders tightened, his jaw set, and I could feel it, that shift in the room. And it was like he had just been pulled somewhere else. Not here, not now, back there somewhere. I didn't ask him to explain. I didn't ask him to process. Instead, I said something really simple. Hey, buddy, can you look around the room with me for a second? He didn't respond at first, so I slowed it down even more. Hey, can you tell me just one thing you can see? There was a long pause. And then quietly, almost reluctantly, he said, your bookshelf. And at that moment, things started to shift a little bit. Orientation is one of the simplest and most powerful nervous system tools we have. Because here's what trauma does. It pulls attention towards threat. Not just real and present danger, but remembered danger. Our bodies don't always know the difference between what is happening and what has happened. So when something gets activated, either through the tone of a voice, a look, a memory, a feeling, our nervous system can say, whoa, we're not safe, even if we really are. Orientation is how we can gently interrupt that. Not by forcing calm and not even by arguing with the feeling, but by guiding our attention back to what is safe, neutral, or steady right now. So I stayed with him. Good, I said. Yeah, the bookshelf. Can you find something else? He looked again, this time a little bit quicker. The lightsabers hanging on your wall? Yeah, really good. Good job. What else do you notice? I noticed the C-3PO pillow on the couch over there. Good. Tell me one more thing that you notice. I notice that the TV has an image of an AT-ST in the woods. Good. And one more thing. I can notice the carpet. And there it was. Not a breakthrough, not some massive emotional release, but something quieter. He was coming back. His shoulders dropped a little bit. His breath softened. And then he said, I didn't realize how far away I just went. That's the thing about activation. We don't always know that we've left the building until we start to return. So if you're listening right now, unless you're driving, and then you might want to do this at another time. But if you are not driving and you're listening to this right now, I invite you to do this with me. It's not going to be intense. It's not even going to be overwhelming. It's just a practice. It's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I want you to just look around the space where you're in and notice 5 things that you can see. No rushing. Just let your eyes land on anything neutral. Just notice, and then name the 5 things you can see out loud. Just let your eyes move slowly. Let them linger. Notice your breath as you do it. There's not a whole lot that you need to change. We're just practicing noticing. And now, I want you to notice 4 things that you can touch or feel physically, tangibly. So maybe you can feel your clothes, or you can feel whatever it is that you're sitting on, but just 4 things that you can feel physically, and say it out loud. And now, 3 things that you can hear. And now, 2 things that you can taste or smell. And finally, 1 thing that you're grateful for. What you're doing right now is powerful, because orientation sends a message to your nervous system that says, I'm here. It's now. I'm present in this moment. I'm not back in the past. And over time, this matters because our body begins to learn some new things, that we can feel our emotions without being sucked back into the past, that we can stay present even when memories show up in our lives, that we can be here and now, even when a wound gets bumped. Later in that same session, the man looked at me and said, I always thought that I had to fight my way out of those feelings, but that felt different. And it was different because he wasn't fighting. He wasn't forcing. He was oriented. He was mindful. He was present. And he let his nervous system find its way back through safety, one small moment at a time. Safety grows where attention rests. Not because danger never existed, but because our nervous system is starting to learn some new things that even when we're activated, we can come home. You are enough. You matter, and you are worthy of love and belonging. And you're worthy of being mindful and present in this moment, because honestly, it's the only moment that matters.
You've been listening to the Finding Peace podcast. Special thanks to Intrex for providing the theme music for this season and helping set the tone for reflection, grounding, and hope. If this episode supported you, please like, subscribe, and share the Finding Peace podcast. Your support helps these practical, trauma-informed tools reach more people who are seeking peace, clarity, and connection. To explore more resources, workshops, and upcoming events, visit findingpeaceconsulting.com. The Finding Peace podcast is hosted by best-selling author, psychotherapist, and speaker Troy L. Love. Until next time, remember, you are worthy of love and belonging.